Hello. Today we are going to learn blockchain architecture and components in course blockchain. In Module 2 we have these topics: 1. Blockchain architecture and consensus mechanisms. 2. The role of nodes, miners, and wallets. 3. Types of blockchains: public, private, and consortium. Blockchain architecture is the design and structure of a blockchain network. There are several different types of blockchain architectures, including public, private, and consortium blockchains. In a public blockchain, anyone can join the network, read the ledger, and participate in the consensus process to validate transactions. Examples of public blockchains include Bitcoin and ETH or UM. In a private blockchain, access to the network is restricted to a select group of participants who are authorized to view and validate transactions. Private blockchains are often used by companies for internal record-keeping and supply chain management. In a consortium blockchain, multiple organizations come together to form a network and share access to the ledger. Consortium blockchains are often used for supply chain management and other collaborative projects where multiple parties need to share data and verify transactions. Consensus mechanisms are the rules and procedures that a blockchain network uses to validate transactions and add new blocks to the chain. Some of the most common consensus mechanisms include: 1. Proof of work (POW). This is the original consensus mechanism used by Bitcoin and POW. Miners compete to solve complex mathematical problems to validate transactions and earn rewards. 2. Proof of stake (POS). In POS, validators are selected based on the amount of cryptocurrency they hold and are willing to stake as collateral. Validators are then chosen at random to validate transactions and earn rewards. 3. Delegated proof of stake (DPoS). This is a variation of POS, where token holders vote to elect a smaller group of validators to validate transactions on their behalf. 4. Byzantine fault tolerance (BFT). This is a consensus mechanism designed for use in private and consortium blockchains. BFT allows network participants to reach a consensus on the state of the ledger through a voting process. 5. Practical Byzantine fault tolerance (PBFT). This is a variation of BFT that is used in private and consortium blockchains. TBFT allows for faster transaction validation by using a round-robin approach to selecting validators. The choice of architecture and consensus mechanism will depend on the specific use case and requirements of the blockchain network. In a blockchain network, nodes are computers or devices that are connected to the network and maintain a copy of the entire blockchain ledger. They verify transactions and can participate in the consensus process to reach agreement on the state of the ledger. Miners are a type of node that are responsible for adding new blocks to the blockchain. They perform computationally intensive tasks such as solving complex cryptographic puzzles in order to validate transactions and add them to the blockchain. Wallets are software applications that allow users to store, send, and receive cryptocurrency. They can be connected to the blockchain network to participate in transactions, and can be either hot wallets connected to the internet or cold wallets, offline for greater security. There are 3 main types of blockchains: public, private, and consortium. 1. Public blockchains. Public blockchains are open networks that anyone can join and participate in. They are decentralized, meaning that no single entity or group controls the network. Public blockchains are typically used for cryptocurrencies and other open source applications. 2. Private blockchains. Private blockchains are closed networks that are only accessible to a select group of participants. They are often used by businesses, governments, or other organizations that want to maintain control over the network. Private blockchains can be permission or permissionless, meaning that access to the network is either restricted to specific users or open to anyone. 3. Consortium blockchains. Consortium blockchains are a hybrid of public and private blockchains. They are controlled by a group of organizations that work together to maintain the network. Consortium blockchains are typically used in industries that require collaboration between multiple parties, such as supply chain management, finance, and healthcare. Each type of blockchain has its own advantages and disadvantages, and the choice of which type to use depends on the specific use case and the needs of the participants in the network. Thank you for watching us. Stay tuned for next part.